guys, I'm Percival, I also go by Will, and I am back with another sketchbook tour slash review, sort of. So I got my hands on one of the Illo sketchbooks. I did post about it on my Instagram, and I am here to share my thoughts on it and give you guys a sketchbook tour. I will give links to the Illo sketchbook down below. This is not sponsored. I just saw that specifically drawing with waffles, but also a lot of my artist friends were really into this sketchbook, and I wanted to know what all the hype was about, because last time I got a sketchbook that everyone was so hyped up about, it was the Mosseri sketchbook, and frankly, I did not see the appeal. So let's see if the Illo sketchbook is actually any better, if it's worth the, like, this is the 8x8, so it would be a $16 ish price tag. It's like $16.75 or something, unless you buy it in a package, in which case it's like $15 for two or something like that. So the stickers I have here, this is Vivi from Hermie the Frog. This is my sticker. This is my OC Leia. These two, the Kiss My Ace and the Pikachu Bowl, are from Taloka Berry, and these three are stickers that I got at my local, like, it was kind of like a tent fair. I don't really want to call it like a merch fair, but there was a bunch of people who had tents set up at a local fair at the mall that I work at, so. I started this on the 29th of August and ended it on the 17th of October. And it's 8x8 inches, it's 112 pages, 56 sheets, 122 pounds, 80 GSM, and that all comes from their website and stuff like that. I did take notes on this. I did find this a very comfortable size. It does take Copic marker better than most, and it does actually lie flat like advertised. And, like, I know that you can see that sometimes when people have videos, but sometimes books are advertised as a lie flat sketchbook, and you really can't tell whether it feels like it's a lie flat sketchbook unless you have it in your hands. So I actually really like this. I have a render sketchbook that's advertised as a lie flat sketchbook, and it really doesn't actually lie that flat. So because this is a bigger sketchbook, I wanted to put a quote on the front. I feel like I haven't done that in a while. And because I feel like my art keeps going up and down in what I'm working on, I decided to go with a quote that says, "Progress is not linear." And I started this just with some fun stuff. I had a idea for a Doki Doki Literature Club AU with my OCs, so I have the full cast here. This is Theo, who belongs to my sister Chen, and so Theo's the main character, the protagonist that you play as. He's the one playing the game, and so all of the other characters around are my characters who are love interests. So we have Lydon as Sayori. We have Dativo as Natsuki, because Tsundere, I guess. Yandere is Yuri, who is played by my OC Seneca. And then Colden as Monica. And this page was the page that I used to test out how well it took just flat black ink. And actually, it took it pretty well. There was a little bit of warping, but once like it dried and I had the sketchbook closed for long periods of time, it actually took it really well, and it was pretty flat. And while it does have a little bit of streaky shininess to it, I feel like that's just the ink, not the actual paper itself. It looks pretty nice. Didn't smear too much. Here's some more ink studies on the right with my OC Smoke. And some colored pencil sketches with my OC Lydon again, and my sister's OC Coffee. It takes colored pencil pretty well. It's not super great at erasing, but this is like just straight Crayola colored pencil, or Prismacolor colored pencil, I don't remember which one. So like, it's not supposed to be erased. Then some pencil sketches of my OC Veer to give him an outfit. Some more Smoke. Pen and Copic sketches of my OC Lorne on the right. And some thumbnails for a commission I did for a zine for the articles. Some Veer sketches while I was giving my sister some concepts of what I wanted for a design. This is an OC I had named Agnodice, and I haven't drawn her in a while, so I just want to draw her on this paper. I found this paper, as I said in the beginning, it's a really nice size. This is my friend Hermes OC Isra. So this is actually a really good example of like how comfortable the size was. I was able to draw multiple versions of my characters on the same page, and there was room and it didn't feel cluttered, and I liked it quite a bit for that, and I feel like I hadn't been able to do that in a while. Some more OC sketches. This is Mist, and this is a character who I don't have a name for yet, but they are a pink and orange dragon. I drew this after listening to the Thomas Sanders and John Cozart Disney melody. So this is Shen's OC Marcus. And a doodle of another OC I have that I named Teddy. I liked how big this was. I felt like I could scrapbook stuff in. I could take notes. This is notes for a Royal Blood game, which is a tabletop game, and this is the other notes I had for that. I had plenty of room to sketch big. I had plenty of room to play around with ideas, as you can see with this page with my OC Mazikeen, who was a Black South Sea Pearl. And you can see on the back the Copic does bleed through. It will do that on most paper that isn't render, but it wasn't so obnoxiously bad. It wasn't like a complete shadow of the Copics on the other side, so I could still write notes on the side or cover it up. So all this is my OC Senecraft with Steven Universe movie. You can see there's just a lot of like fan designs here, or Steven Universe related stuff. So can you tell when I watched the Steven Universe movie? More OCs. This paper also is relatively thick. I actually like it. You can hear it if I'm like flicking it with my nails. And it also sticks well with washi tape if I wanted to do that. Another really nice sketch page here that I liked, just being able to fill the space. And I really like the size. Some sketches of my OC Bennett. It really felt like I had enough room to work in, which I don't often feel like I have that much room. I could thumbnail and I could sketch really easily. More Veer and his roommate Hector and Linden and Coffee. It took marker well, it took pen well. I didn't really have any issues with anything. It did buckle a little bit when it came to like inks and watercolors, but I feel like that's most non-watercolor papers. But really, this was a great size paper for sketching and doing sketch pages and thumbnailing. You can see here is when I start to do some more like music, song, comic stuff sketches, which I haven't done in a while. I never ended up lining these, but I did really like it. The song here is the Assembly Song by Cammy Cats here on YouTube. And some more Bennett sketches. A lot of the times when it comes to like a large sketchbook, my OC Striker, a random doodle design. This is when I was testing how well it would just take like black pen, and it actually took it pretty well. You can't see it on the other side. My OC Striker with Hermes OC Leslie. I was just really able to fill in space and have it be big enough for me and for just casual sketching, or like putting a nice large headshot on things, or sketch out a full body without it being super bulky, because I find that 8.5 by 11s are very, very bulky for me. These are some sketches that I did for the articles, some thumbnails and stuff that I did, and a sketch page of Vivi. More articles, thumbnails. I was trying to figure some stuff out. A commission of my cousin Stage's character Eve, and I have been I did censor some stuff just because I don't know YouTube's policy anymore. I don't want to risk stuff, but I also I had space to stick stickers and tape in here and like scrapbook stuff in, and like there really wasn't too bad of like a bulkiness when I was actually using it, which is really nice. Especially with a lie flat instead of a spiral bound, I find that it can be super hard to just put it in my lap and sketch, or like sketch on one page or another, just because it's so big. I have another sketchbook that I'm trying to slowly work through that I can't get through it fast enough because it's just so bulky, so I never reach for it. Another commission of Stages OC Mara. I I told myself I wasn't going to do Inktober this year, and then I ended up doing like 3 different Inktobers. I did Goretober, I did Kinktober, and I did OCtober. So that was fun. Yeah, this was just a very comfortable sketchbook. Here's I can't actually get this all in frame, but a long picture for Kinktober of my OCs Paris and Elian. I'm actually really happy about that. Oh, this is why it's getting caught. It's actually on the rubber band. But yeah, these are actually pretty nice sketchbooks. Now, when it comes to is it worth it, I think that really depends on you. For me, yeah, I'd probably buy these if they're on sale. This only really took me 1.5 to 2 months to finish up. And that's even when I'm filling pages with Goretober prompts, Inktober prompts, and stuff like that. Mind you, I was working in other sketchbooks at the time. I really love this sketch. But, like, for me, $15 for a sketchbook, and that's at the sale price, is still kind of expensive when I go through them, like, one in a month or so. So if I were working just in the sketchbook, I would have finished it in a month. And $15 a month is kind of expensive. Considering I can make my own sketchbooks, I would probably just rather make my own. I might have to make my own just to see how things go with, like, size-wise. I also really love this picture. This is my OC Paris in some bunny Lolita. And a design of a Alola Ninetales Gajinker. Her name is Audra. And this is all of my notes for Audra's color schemes. But yeah, I feel like, yes, I would buy this again. Is it worth the hype? I wouldn't say it's worth the expense and the hype, but people definitely aren't, like, they aren't being unreasonable when it comes to how good this sketchbook is. I wouldn't say it's, like, good. It's above average, and it's very comfortable. And that's something that you really can't get with a lot of sketchbooks. Finding a sketchbook that's very, very comfortable, and that's how I felt with this one. If I wanted a comfort sketchbook, that is what I would want. This is what I would want from it. It's a comfortable size, it's comfortable paperweight, it's a comfortable style, and I can decorate the front of it, and it has a back pocket. I put all of my, like, little, like, bindings of it, the packaging, into the pocket. But while I don't think it's, like, necessarily worth the full price, if you go through things as fast as I can, if you go through sketchbooks slower than I do, go ahead and get one of these. They're really nice. This cover actually isn't a hardcover. It's kind of like a weird leathery moleskine type. So I have no idea how Draw with Waffles draws on this and paints on this. I have no idea how that sticks, but I found it fine to stick stickers on. So yeah, I would rate this like a 5 out of 5 just because I would probably buy it again. I know that I'm kind of a little bit of a hypocrite because I buy Papermate sketchbooks, which are like $22 sometimes, and they're not the same, like, weight or size as this, but those ones are my comfort sketchbooks, and I'm always willing to drop money on comfort sketchbooks. I just feel like this one, especially considering you have to pre-order them a lot of the time, for the time you have to wait, plus the price, plus shipping, I don't know if it's worth the whole full $16, but if you can get it on sale, or you just want to try one of them, yeah, go ahead. I kind of wish they have like a 5-pack or something for like $75, but I kind of wish it was a little bit less, because at $75, you're still getting 5 sketchbooks at $15 a piece, and that is the same thing as if you were to buy a 2-pack for $30, and I don't feel like that's actually a really great deal. But if you're looking for a comfortable sketchbook, give this a try. But I think that's it for my thoughts on the Illo Sketchbook. It's admittedly it is pretty positive, but I still have a few issues just in terms of pricing and how fast I personally go through sketchbooks. So even if it's not entirely for me, maybe it's for you, or maybe even though I liked it, maybe you won't like it because you work with watercolors or something. If you have any opinions on the Illo Sketchbook, please feel free to leave them down below in the description. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear other people's thoughts and experiences with it. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of the day, and I will send you guys to the outro. Bye! Well, that's the end of this video. As usual, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section, or contact me on any of my social media, which is linked in the description below. I also have my Patreon there if you guys want to throw a monthly donation at me. Thanks so much for your support. I'll see you next time. Bye!